So I got some time before my break is up, and I'm going to do reviews for the Leprechaun original movie series. Like all original 6 movies, the Origins movie, and Leprechaun Returns, which is supposed to be, I believe, a continuation from the second movie. Not the second movie, the first movie. So, like, it did what the Halloween movies did and erased all of them. I'm not doing them all at once, but I'm going to do them separately. So this is a review for the very first one, which is Leprechaun with Jennifer Aniston, and everyone makes a big stink about it because it's Jennifer Aniston with her real nose. I don't care. If she wants to get work done, she gets work done, you know. I'm not going to judge. I can't have that door in my videos. It makes me uncomfortable. So the original information says, Dan O'Grady steals 100 gold coins from a leprechaun. Warwick Davis, me and this man. Him in all of these movies is amazing. Him in Harry Potter is amazing. I understand he did not want to come back for the Leprechaun Returns movie, and he was not in Leprechaun Origins because that one made no fucking sense. Because he, from what I understood, I could be wrong, he felt like the Leprechaun role was demeaning now, or something like that, and also he had kids and he didn't want his kids to see that or something. I'm not sure. I could have that story wrong, but again, I looked it up a long time ago, and I have fog brain. Anyway, so Warwick Davis, the leprechaun. While on vacation in Ireland, the leprechaun follows him home, but Dan locks the murderous midget, that is mean, in a crate held by a 4-leaf clover. 10 years later, J.D. Redding and his daughter Tory, which is Jennifer Aniston, rent O'Grady's property for the summer. When their new neighbors accidentally release the leprechaun, he goes on a murderous rampage to reclaim his gold. So this movie was the first one. It was the best one. I have no complaints or anything on this movie. In this movie, Tory and her father move to this like middle of nowhere farmhouse. In the very beginning, we see Dan O'Grady coming home to his wife. They're a nice elderly couple, and Mr. O'Grady looks drunk and happy. He's supposed to be coming back from a funeral of his mother in Ireland, but he came back with Leprechaun's gold. And yes, I think I would be happy too, but also, like, no, because you found a fucking leprechaun who's going to kill you to get his shit back. And the leprechaun ends up tricking him and killing his wife. And Dan O'Grady kind of loses his mind and locks him in a crate, but he has a heart attack, I believe, in the process, and he can't do anything about it. Years later, property rented out to Tory and her dad. She doesn't want to be there until she sees the cute Mr. Painter Man, Nathan, and then she's like, oh, it's so cute and adorable and blah, 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 blah. But Mr. Painter Man came along with 2 other characters, Ozzy and Alex. Alex is a young child. Ozzy is a mentally handicapped, older, adult. I hope that's the appropriate term. I don't mean to be disrespectful. He's a little bit slower than everyone else, and they kind of make a point in saying that he's got, like, a child's brain, because there's a whole scene when Alex tells him, like, because they find the gold, and Alex tells him, like, we can have an operation to fix your brain. There's nothing wrong with his brain. He's childlike innocence, in my opinion. But still, Ozzy and Alex end up finding a piece of gold, or end up finding gold, because Ozzy follows the rainbow, because he believes in all of the stories, the unicorns, the rainbows, the leprechauns, all of it. He believes in it, so he follows the end of the rainbow and finds the gold hidden in a truck. And this unleashes, like, the start of evil. Not really the start, because he accidentally unleashed the leprechaun earlier in the movie, but this unleashes their nightmare, because if he would have just never found the gold, I think the leprechaun would have been fine running away and finding his own gold, you know? So they try to hide it and keep it and pawn it, and it stirs the leprechaun. One of my favorite scenes in this movie is, and it's only because I remember seeing it as a child and being terrified, is when the leprechaun is pogo jumping on the man's stomach, and he's literally singing a nursery rhyme as he does it. I find that so disturbing. And the little bicycle ring scene. But this movie is awesome. It's available on Prime Video. It says Tubi as well, Roku TV if you got that, Sling TV if you got it. It's amazing. It's literally my favorite in the entire series. You can't beat the first one, obviously. And the ending is really good. I think the ending for the graphic of, like, him falling down the well and, like, that, like, whole scene with the hand, I love it. I fucking love it. Yeah. What are your thoughts on Leprechaun? Came out in 1993, horror comedy, an hour and 32 minutes long. Please comment, like, subscribe, and let me know what you think.